This is Dee from the Fishing Gardeners. I'm back at it again. Okay, this is another one for beginning fruit tree gardeners. Just a couple of tips. So, here's a tip right here. Okay, you see this tree right here? This is a persimmon. Okay, very small persimmon. Okay, this is one of the trees that they don't need pollinators. Okay, so when you decide to buy fruit trees or start your fruit tree garden, make sure you picking very carefully the type of fruit trees that you actually want. Make sure the fruit trees that you have, especially if you have small spaces, that those trees do not need pollinators. Okay, so you have certain trees, these right here on this side of our yard right here. We have a lot of stone fruit trees, and mostly this side right here is, I call this the winterized side, because I don't have to protect them in the wintertime. They go dormant and then they just come back out and they give you fruits. So, but also, okay, you got to make sure whatever trees you get, whether they're plums or certain, maybe could be peaches or whatever the case may be, whatever fruit tree that you get, you want to make sure that they don't need pollinators. If you have a small garden, if you have a big enough garden, then you can go ahead and get the tree with pollinators. But then you have to double up and have trees. So pay attention to that when you're getting a fruit tree. Okay, also what I've noticed about citrus trees, at least over here, I'm in zone 9B in Central Florida, the area I'm in, they don't do too good in the ground when they're young. So you may want to start them off in a pot, and then when they start getting bigger, then you place them in the ground. And even sometimes then is a battle, but you see this one is a bigger one. Okay, that's the bigger citrus tree. And this is an amber sweet orange versus my navel orange. Okay, that's a smaller one. Now, she's gotten a lot bigger because I put this cover over her. She was being attacked by all type of spider mites or whatever have you. So basically I put this screening over her to protect her, and she started really blooming. Then not only that, maybe it was too much sun also. Okay, here is a Valencia orange. I'm just putting the same thing over her because she wasn't doing anything. I mean, just looking empty. I don't know if you can see her all the way. So as you can see, she's starting to have new growth since I've put this over her. Okay, as far as avocado trees, researching, it will tell you it is good to have a avocado tree and a B avocado tree. I have the Oro Negro, which is a B type avocado tree, and this is a seedling. Now, you don't have to have it in order for your avocados to grow, but it says it's best to have both of them as far as pollination, excuse the air condition, for them to grow. So I have both of those close there, right? But again, I'm looking at it, if you have a small garden, you may not have room for fruit trees that needs pollinators. Also, they say the loquat, it does better with the pollinator. Now, what you also can look around is my neighbor behind me. They have a loquat tree, and I have 2 loquat trees. So you can also look around your area and see if you have trees that are very close in proximity to the trees where you're going to grow, and maybe put it in such a way that it can help with the pollination. So you may want to also look at that. So that's just a couple of things that may help you as a beginning fruit tree gardener as far as picking fruit trees that don't need cross-pollination to start off. Okay? Just a little info. Hope you have a blessed day. Goodbye.